Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name is Jarek, and today we are back in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 37 of our playthrough. And in our previous episode, we got some exploration done. Our party ran into a couple of pretty stiff fights, including one against a pair of ash giants and some giant spiders. Those ash giants were each level 14 with a couple hundred hit points apiece, plus 20 damage on their hits. They were just nasty. And they walloped us the first time. We had a total party kill and had to try again. Second time it went a lot better. I misclicked a few times in the beginning of that first fight, and that really hurt us pretty bad. And so I was able to get things kind of sorted a little bit better the second time around. So luckily we're not doing an Iron Man mode here because we would have been starting over at that point, but that's all right. We're all right. After that, we kind of decided we were getting a little too far to the north. We were like clear up here, and there isn't really anything up here that we know of. And there's a lot of demon armies up here to bother with. And so we kind of decided to come down south again. We crossed over the river, and now we're heading back up to the hideout and then up to Heaven's Edge, which we're going to have to bring Darren into the party for that, which we can do. It's not a problem. And then while we were doing that, the army was out. They destroyed a small army of flies over on this side of the river over here, of giant flies. And then they came over to this side up near the Nameless Ruins, and they killed a small army of wights and zombies. And so, but our morale is in kind of bad shape right now. And so I'm going to get them moving kind of north a little bit here more. And we'll see if we can do something to get to Dresden a little quicker, and hopefully that'll fix the morale problems. I don't know exactly what causes morale to go up and down. I know time is against us here, and I think I've kind of messed up a bit in that we haven't been advancing the army nearly as much as probably was necessary to really do a lot of good. But we're at minus 26 morale, and it can go down to minus 100, but I mean, we're still looking at it's pretty bad. So we're gonna get the armies moving north to the camp at least, and they're not gonna be able to go very far probably, but no, they're gonna head up here to the camp. I don't know if staying in the camp is gonna help, or if it's just we're just going to be dealing with low morale for the rest of the time. I have no idea. So, no. All right. These guys are shield bearers that we picked up. I don't really know what to do with them. You know what? Let's just start them heading north here too, to this camp. It's going to take them a few days to get there. That's not a camp even anymore. They're just sitting there for no reason. Okay, they're going to go ahead and move there when they get a chance. All right, let's get back to our party here, because we are moving too. We're not fatigued, are we? We're not. I think I rested last time. Nobody's fatigued here yet, so I think we're okay. It'll tell us when we start getting fatigued too, but all right, we've been to Moondance Meadow already. So now we're just going to keep on looking over here. I don't know. Carcass of an unknown creature over here. I don't know how we get across this river, to be honest. Okay. We have a fight here. Okay, looks like another succubus and a couple of sheer. Shouldn't be too bad of a fight. She took a swing at Valric, so let's get some luck on him. And let's get a chant going. Okay, Lan. Let's get away from that sheer. And let's shoot the succubus. She's the bigger threat. Okay, a couple of real solid hits there. Ember. You can just shoot, maybe. I think we're okay-ish. Actually, see if you can put the shear to sleep. Nope, not that one. All right. Get you back up by land here.
Surrender or else.
Okay, Nenio. You are going to... I don't know what you're going to do exactly. What thing in the bag of tricks do we have for a shear here? Could try and glitter dust him. May as well save. Oh well, it's a good try. Oh. Okay, who's this? Sela. Oh, we have a smite. Smite evil and some hits. That'll kill her. Trip, get on this guy. Nicely done. Aura on him. Amelia, you can get in there too.
Wide open.
You won't survive me.
Guess he was within reach. Why don't we do this? That'll do.
Too late for apologies. You should have listened to reason.
It's fine. All right. We did pick up a crossbow in our last episode, which I think Nenio is using a crossbow, isn't she? She is. And we just picked up a magic one. We also have a protection ring. A protection +2 that's not being used. Well, we'll have to fix that. Crossbow of Judgment. Doesn't say she can't use it. All right, who needs a ring of protection +2? Sela could. She's already armor class 27. Valric's got a +2 already. Camila could use it. She's kind of a frontliner too. She's at 24. Lands at 22. Ember. Poor Ember's at 16. She's got a +1 ring already, though. Nenio's at 12. Let's give it to that's just terrible, isn't it? We still have those severed heads in our pack. Let's get rid of those. Okay, there's that. We have a +1 rapier. We've got a composite short bow. Elven curved blade is an exotic weapon. Same with the... this is not exotic, but not usable either. So, all right, I think we're pretty good here. Let's just filter these into their groups so they're a little easier to see. So there we go. All right, so that's that. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, was there anything back here to loot? Probably. All right, now we can get out of here. You know, 200 gold is 200 gold there. I'm not going to say no to that. All right, guys, come on. Okay. All right, we're going to get to here. Oh, okay, we found some reagents. And we have no way to get up to here. Oh, we do, right here. Okay, shoot, I missed that. Well, we're down here. We might as well keep exploring, right? And that's all there is. All right. We're going to go ahead and rest. Everything here looks okay. Our abyssal corruption is going to be up a bit.
Vagrant, you sleep on the street, wear rags, and all of your friends are beggars. There's dirt and disease all around you. You belong in an infirmary.
Thank you, Camellia. You're so caring.
All right, let's get our armies moving. There's a power 5 army here. A 3, a 3, a 5, 2. We have a 4. It's not good odds. Not good odds. $17 more Death Knights wouldn't be the worst thing. Well, we can afford them. Let's bring them in. Gonna take them a minute to catch up, but okay. Back to the party. Let's get up to here. Nenio's encumbered. Yeah, let's get in here. All right, here we are in the camp. Need to sell off a bunch of our stuff here. All right, we lost too many good men. Spirits are low in the camp. Some soldiers can't shake off the horrors they've seen. Others are mourning their friends. What if we held a wake? Lit up the bonfires, poured some wine, raised our cups in memory to the fallen. It'd do the troops a world of good. We'll give them some wine, not enough to get them smashed. Never, Commander. Everything will be proper, solemn, and with due respect for the fallen. We're mourning the dead, not celebrating a wedding. All right. Sounds good. What do you got? I have stuff for you, actually. Lots of stuff. You can have that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And I don't need those, or those, or those. All this stuff is yours. Breastplates. All this armor can go, probably. +2 Cloak of Resistance. Probably should get that onto somebody. All right. What are we not going to use here, ever? This. We're never going to use this. Bastard Sword of Hope. Nobody has exotic weapons, and I don't plan to pick it up for anybody. Sell that. This one has, it basically knocks things down. That's a great axe. Don't know if Regil can use that. Maybe we'll keep that one. Don't want that. Probably don't want this. It's +2 scythe, plus a D3 additional negative energy damage, which is terrible against undead. Decimation. Additional 1 damage to Constitution. Oh, on a critical hit. Yeah, no, get rid of it. Hunter's Assurance, composite short bow. I don't have anybody using short bows, I don't think. We'll keep it just in case. The light hammers are both nice. But nobody's using them. Nobody's using these hammers. And I don't know of anybody who would be using them. So let's sell them. This one is just a... Yeah, that's fine. Rapier +1. I don't remember if we equipped a rapier or two. I'm going to keep that because it might go to Woljif. This one is a dagger. +2 cold iron dagger has increased critical multiplier of ×3. Maybe. Cold iron warhammer confirms critical hit. All enemies of 15-foot radius must pass a fortitude save or be knocked prone. I don't see anybody using it. Actually, we might give this to Sela. She can use that as a blunt weapon against like skeletons or other things that are have immunity or have damage resistance against non-blunt. Throwing axes. I think they're good. I don't know exactly. Keep that. Vermin Bane Elven Curved Blade. This is an exotic weapon that against a designated foe, the weapon's enhancement bonus is +2 better than its actual bonus. Oh, so it's against vermin. Okay, deals extra 2d6 points of damage against vermin. Attacks with this weapon gain +2 bonus on both attack and damage rolls. So, yeah, not particularly great. Also, it's an exotic weapon. So sell that. I don't think anybody's going to use the star knife. Deals additional D3 damage, but it's not much. I don't think anybody's using this either. It's Mithril, Voice of Hollow. Every turn, a target is randomly affected with one of the following: 50% chance they behave normally, but suffer 2d6 sonic damage. 50% chance they attack the nearest creature, which isn't necessarily an enemy. Could still be you. It's worth a lot. Nobody's using heavy maces. Sell it. All right. Chain shirts. All right. I definitely don't think we want the... I definitely don't think that's a thing. +1 enhancement. 9 armor class. He's going to need armor. Let's keep that. I don't know if that's better than what he's got. We'll keep the barding. Hat of Heartening Song. If we find a bard, whenever it's where this hat uses any song, this song also grants fast healing 1 at level 1, fast healing 2 at level 5, and increasing by 1 point every 4 levels thereafter. We'll hold on to that. If we happen to find a bard in our future here, he could use it. We definitely want to keep the cloak. Anything else down here that's worth selling? I don't really think so. We have a bunch of interesting items, including the Wand of Zacharias still. So, yeah, I think we're just going to keep all of those things for now. So, all right. So that's all right. We're pulling in 36,000 here. Let's do this. Let's sort this by price in descending order. What's the most expensive things here? Okay, we don't have enough for this, but what is it? Black Dragon's Fang. It is a long sword. It's a +3 plus a d6 acid damage. Whenever this +3 corrosive longsword lands a hit on an enemy, it deals an additional 2d6 acid damage to all enemies in a 30-foot area. After this ability's been activated, it can't be activated again for 1d4 rounds. Still, that's pretty nasty. A lot of things are immune to acid, but still. Let's see. Darts, magic darts. Blade of Order. Whenever the wielder of this +2 scimitar lands a hit with it on a chaotic evil creature, it applies a -1 penalty to that creature's damage rolls until the end of combat. Penalty stacks up to -5. That's interesting. All subsequent hits against the target deal 1d3 positive energy damage. It's a long spear, though. Falchion, Bardich, hammers, punching daggers, adamantine full plate, 10 armor class, 9 base +1. Bracers of Rough Landing. Bracers grant the wearer +2 competence bonus to AC, attack, and damage rolls against flying enemies. Well, that seems very specific. Got a tower shield, adamantine banded mail, rock. That's rock of nature. Painful remorse. It's a heavy shield. It's a +2 heavy shield. Whenever wear this, it's a spiked heavy shield. Whenever it's used for shield bash, it behaves like a vicious weapon, dealing an extra 2d6 points of damage to the opponent and 1d6 points of damage to the wielder. Well, that's no good. Amulet of Jousting. Whenever the wearer of this amulet declares a knight's challenge, he gains +3 damage bonus against the challenged enemy. Light armor, mithril chain shirt, 6 armor class. It's interesting too. Amulet of Mighty Fists grants +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with unarmed attacks. Great if you're a monk, I suppose. Gloves of Dueling. It's good for disarms. Full plate +1. Now we're getting into just the normal stuff here. Okay. So he's got some kind of cool stuff, but nothing that's really something that I have to have this instant. So let's get the money. And I think we're going to go ahead and leave him at that. And we're going to, since we're here, we're going to go ahead and rest here so that we can get our corruption level down. I'm also going to need to upgrade or level up, I should say, Darren. Okay, choose a spell. We want displacement again, probably. If we can do displacement. There it is. DC 17, should be able to get it, since we have a +19 to begin with. And let's rest. I refuse to believe it. Nobody can actually be that joyless. I have 4 times, in fact. I missed what the first part was. I apologize. Okay, we got our scroll. We missed our seasoned wings again by 1 this time. All right. Okay, so we are going to need to level up Darren at least. So let's do that. Okay, we're going to keep him as an oracle. And we're going to continue with the skills that he's already using. I think that's fine. Okay, now he gets a feat. Sorry, I couldn't think. The word wasn't in my brain for a second there. It was like running around. I was like feature. No, that's not right. He gets a feat. Point blank shot, not the worst for him because this will help his spells too. I think. Because spells are considered ranged. Probably not the worst thing for him. Just looking through the rest of them here, though, just to see if we can find anything else nice here for him. What does he have already? I was probably going somewhere specific with him. All right, so he's got selective channel. When you channel positive energy to heal the living or channel negative energy to the dead, you do not affect enemies. Okay. Extra channel oracle. You can channel energy 2 additional times per day. Shake it off. Okay, we got that for him. That's fine. He's also going to get revelation. At first, third, and every 4 levels thereafter, an oracle uncovers a new secret about her mystery that grants her powers and abilities. Okay. Okay. So metamagics. I don't know if that works on this. I am probably going to mess this up, but that's okay. We are going to take point blank shot. Or maybe what we take is weapon focus with touch. So that his touch and range touched. I don't know if he has those. Let's go with what we had already. Point blank shot. That'll work. Okay. And then he gets a revelation. Cast combat healing as a swift action, as if using the quicken spell feat by expending 2 spell slots. Does not increase the level of the spell. You can use this ability once per day at 7th and 1 additional time per day for every 4 levels. Spirit of Nature. Spirit Boost. Okay, so if you overheal somebody, they are temporary hit points for up to 7 rounds, it looks like. Nature's Whispers. Add your charisma modifier instead of your dex modifier to your armor class and CMD. Any condition that would cause you to lose your dexterity modifier to your armor class instead causes you to lose your charisma modifier to your armor class. Lifelink. Standard action, create a bond between yourself and another creature each round at the start of your turn. If the bonded creature is wounded for 5 or more hit points below its maximum hit points, it heals 5 hit points and you take 5 damage. You have 1 bond active per oracle level. This bond continues until the creature dies, you die, or the target ends it as a free action. Life leech. What do we have so far? Safe curing and channel positive energy. Extra channel oracle. Okay. I kind of like combat healer. He could get a horse or a wolf. Could get another wolf into the party. We have barding. But let's go... What's erosion touch? As a melee touch attack, you can deal d6 points of damage per level to objects or constructs. You can use this ability once per day, plus 1 time per day for every 3 levels you possess. Okay, constructs. We haven't run into that many constructs. Let's go combat healer. That way he can heal somebody and still do something else. Seventh level Oracle of Life. With this revelation, may cast Cure Light Wounds to heal 1d8 plus 11 hit points instead of the normal 1d8 plus 5 maximum. That's not that many extra, really. Let's go combat healer, I think. Probably, you know what? Animal Companion is probably the better choice, to be honest. Get him a wolf. Size medium, speed 50, feet, AC's plus 5 natural armor, d6 plus trip on the bite. It's got okay ability scores. 7th level becomes size large with strength 8. Plus strength plus 8 dex. Yeah, you know what? Let's get another animal companion going here. They're pretty nice to have, actually. That's probably not the most optimal thing to do with Darren, but it's okay. All right, we get one more spell here that we can choose, and it's going to be a level 1 spell. So, well, we have one more level 1 spell, I should say. So what do we want here? Okay, command, cause fear, ease of dreams, inflict light wounds, magic weapon, protection from alignment's not bad. Remove fear isn't the worst. Stunning barrier. Summon monster, unbreakable heart. Unbreakable heart's pretty good. Plus 4 bonus versus negative emotion effects. That's not bad. We'll go with that. Okay, he gets a level 2 spell. So if we take a look through here, what do we got? The Bone Shaker's good. Bone Shaker is good. Let's do that. Okay, level 3 spell. Archon's Aura. Gain a powerful aura similar to an Archon's Aura of Menace. Any hostile creature within 20-foot radius, you must succeed on a will save. If the creature fails, it takes -2 penalty on attack rolls and saving throws to armor class. And to armor class for the duration of the spell or until it successfully hits you with an attack. Creatures resisted or broken, the effect cannot be affected again. Okay, so that's not terrible. Protection from energy, remove curse, remove blindness, remove disease. All those things are good. Spell summons an extra planar monitor lizard or a D3 planar wolves. 1d6 or 1d4 plus 1. Extra planar dogs. I like the Archon's Aura. It's a nice debuff on the enemy and its area debuff, which is nice. Okay, here we go. Here's that. Now we have another wolf. Well, we have a wolf, I should say. Where's the wolf? That's Trip, right? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay, the dog. Animal companion. We're going to have him be... He gets evasion. That's not bad. So Racer, Wrecker. Could do Sunder Armor. That's probably not the worst thing. He also gets Evasion too. Let's do that. He'll be a Wrecker. In fact, that can be his name. All right, so he gets points. He could be a stealthy dog or stealthy wolf. We're kind of missing our stealth with Woljif. It wouldn't hurt to have somebody else with stealth. I know it's just an animal, but... And then maybe athletics, maybe mobility. Okay. He can have weapon finesse. He could have armor proficiency with light barding. That wouldn't be the worst thing, probably. He's going to get another... He's going to get another couple of feats, so we can probably just go weapon finesse. Light weapon, elven curved blade, a stock rapier made for a creature your size category. Made you dexterity modifier instead of your strength modifier on attack rolls. Well, I don't know what his stats are. This is saying it's a good choice for him, though. Although I don't like finesse weapons because they don't get a bonus to damage. Let's go instead of that. Let's go with light barding. We're going to name him Wrecker because that's a fine name for a animal. Okay. Is that all he gets for level ups? Oh, no. No, he's going to get more. All right, now we can get him leveled up to level 7, I think. Okay, let's keep going with these. Okay, weapon focus on a bite. Okay, oh, he only has a +1 strength bonus. That's what's the deal. Okay, well, we can get him weapon finesse then. That's fine. Other -2. Weird. Okay, next level. Let's get him that. He's got special abilities devotion. Gains +4 morale bonus on will saves against enchantment spells and effects. Okay. And then last level here. And for his last proficiency here, we can go Piranha Strike. When wielding a light weapon or any other weapon that can be used with weapon finesse, you can choose to take a -1 penalty on melee rolls and combat maneuver checks and +2 bonus on all melee damage rolls. Bonuses damage is halved if you're making an attack with an offhand. So it's basically power strike for finesse weapons. we get a medium barding? I think that's what we have. Yeah, let's say this is the better choice, I guess. But that's fine. We'll do that. All right. Now he's all set. Darren's all set. Everybody's all set. All righty. Enio, you're going to have to go out. And we're going to bring him in. And I think that'll be fine. Okay, let's get him equipped too. Sorry, I should do that real quick. Because he's got nothing useful right now. He's using, what, a light crossbow? I just gave that other one to Nenio, didn't I? Which we can't get it back now. All right. Well, he can't wear armor. He can wear a cloak. And he can wear a protection ring, which I probably also gave to Nenio. He's not a bard. That won't do him any good. Retriever's Claw. It will give him a dagger and maybe the rapier instead. We'll give him the rapier. And he can do all kinds of scrolls. Although not those. All right, well, we won't worry about this too much. Boy, he is not equipped very well. All right, we can cross the river here. We failed to sneak past the enemies.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Yeah, I didn't get armor on the wolf either, so we're going to have to just deal with this fight. All right, Valric. Kill the succubus. Okay. Trip, there's another one here. Wrecker, get up here, flank. Help out. Okay, Ember. Who can you put to sleep? Him. That'll do. Let's get Aura down into here. Give that guy something to think about. Sela, you are going to do a Smite Evil on the succubus, and you are going to hit it.
Without risk.
Okay, land. Try and finish her.
Endure this.
Okay, Camellia. Protection from alignment, evil.
The spirits demand your blood.
Okay, Darren, your debut. I'm going to turn that on. We got all kinds of stuff here that is probably not needed on the bar. Let's try Archon Zora. Okay. Let's have a cleave. Didn't hit him. Just in reach, I guess. Okay, trip. Wrecker, see if you can get this guy. Nice. Nicely done. Okay, Ember. See if you can put that thing to sleep. I don't know if they're immune to sleep. Nope, but save and throw succeeded though. That's alright. Aura. I don't know if Aura can do a coup de grace. Yeah, apparently. Alright. No animation for it, but... Alright, Sela.
The inheritor, guide my
No
blade.
damage.
Make every strike count.
Oh, he's not doing... What is her resist? Reduction 10 except for against good or cold iron. Why did she reduce against Sela then? I don't understand that. Okay, that's fine. No, you're supposed to stick her.
You are today's sacrifice.
Okay, Darren. Bone Shaker. Let's try it out. Fails to overcome spell resistance. Got it. Valric. Hit. Just shoot her.
I'll hit you.
Well, we've got her completely surrounded here, it seems.
Into the fray.
Yeah, see, I don't know why you're getting reduced damage, because you're a paladin, so you should be getting past your damage resistance.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go for their hearts.
Out of my sight.
Okay, there we go. Take the bardages. Let's get out of here. Why can't I go this way? Oh, because we're not quite there. That's why. All right. Okay, we're going to head into Heaven's Edge. I don't know how far in we're going to get. We're getting up close to an hour here, but we'll get this. We'll get it started anyway. Okay, so we are here. Sounds like there's a party going on up here.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
Darren's face is impossible to read, and he has his usual half smirk fixed in place, his eyes gleaming with excitement, but his anxious gaze wanders for just a moment too long before he begins the speech.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul. You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Darren smirks, finishing his wine, and tosses the glass to the ground. Leonard Hawkblade. How interesting. Was Inquisitor Leonard whispers to your ear from behind. Did you find anything interesting? Nothing really. I just took note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, 2 people noted that he never speaks of the Reverend Nestrin, the priest of Iomade who was his guardian and tutor. Yet he just mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. You told me that you tried to find out anything odd had happened to Darren over the last 10 years. Some of his servants complained about the strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It is also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Practically the whole Mendev knows. That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Practically the whole Mendev knows the story about the 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Canabras after the party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuations in residual magic at this house are not at all surprising. There was a matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count, hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterward, the Count told everyone he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into this case after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats. But there was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads after they had already killed them. Wait, you like the bandits who attacked Darren? Yes. Perhaps I wouldn't have even noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remember that we also found several headless bodies, both the guests and demons. We thought they had been decapitated during the fight. I'm starting to think that might be where our headless, or those severed heads came from our bag. I wonder if Darren had something to do with that. My companions have been finding severed heads among their belongings recently. Strangely, things like this weren't a problem before Darren joined the party. What? That's an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial that we find out what exactly happened at that tragic feast. All right, well, what do we need to do? Now, that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is distract the master of the house. Right now, he's playing host to the very place I'd like to start with. Okay, so how do I distract him? I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you somehow, or you can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that can help us. All right, I'll see what I can find. Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find out, and maybe even show you something. Okie dokie. Drunk nobles. Social's here. Let's take a look at this. Decorative plants are in a miserable state. They've been neglected for many years. And we're going to rob him blind because, you know, reasons. Probably don't need that, but what the heck? We'll take it anyway. Amelia's standing off all by herself here. I adore this estate. So much beauty, so many quiet nooks. Sela's partying it up. You never know when or if you'll get another chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. I'd rather take my chance while I can. All right, well, let's talk to Darren. Darren, who has been watching the guests with an unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted, I've always considered myself an aesthetic, not a hero. An aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become a companion to the hero How did I become the companion of a hero chosen by Iomade? Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate our fate's course. I'm afraid that's not always the case. Sometimes it's dictated by alien, but wholly deliberate forces. Tell me more about Heaven's Edge. This estate was once a truly beautiful sight, with its lush gardens and placid ponds. Darren smiles briefly. It's a genuine smile, quite different from his usual half-smirk. The house itself is not that large. However, this land was part of the border region even before the world wound, so my ancestors took into account when laying the foundations. The larger the mansion, the harder it is to defend. I'd gladly give you a tour, but I'm afraid there's not much to see. I didn't even have much time, so my servants only managed to clean up this yard. The Great Hall, and a couple of rooms. There's nothing interesting about them except perhaps the magical firefighting system powered by water elementals. I'm not sure if that's still functional, though. All right, so why did you really decide to throw a party at the scene of such a tragedy? What is this ghoulish farce all about exactly? Darren freezes. What an odd feeling. It's like I had been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow in full bloom, and then you barge in to pour a bucket of ice-cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebrations? No, you don't have to answer. I could come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather match your courteous manners and put it bluntly. I do not wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I shall retire to my chambers for a time. The Count gives you a pointedly formal bow and leaves. Well, that'll do, I guess. Okay. Where'd Leonard go? Right here. Okay, I see that you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. The hum of voices, laughter, and music fills your mind. Then the visions come, big, fragmented and hazy at first, before eventually coalescing to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Darren is obvious. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? A new face appears. It is a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Darren, can't we have just one day without your sermons? It's my birthday after all. 10 years ago, the young Darren had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Countess says, Day, I'm sure the Reverend Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what is that noise? Lilitu. The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a Lilitu appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me too? What do you want, spawn of the event, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you, doddering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they'll not help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. The demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Darren, making him freeze in horror, and disappears. The Elder shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. The first appearance of the disease in Lilitu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of the events. All right, so who were the people in the vision? Countess Selena Arende was Darren's mother and one of the most beautiful women in the history of Mendev. She was an Aasimar, just like her son. The old man is the esteemed cleric Nestrin, our count's guardian and tutor. He was well known in his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only passing acquaintances with him, so I can't tell you anything more than that. I didn't recognize the others, but Darren told me that the first victims of the disease were a second cousin and the cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. Surely a cleric could have done something. I can't say for certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next. All right, so what now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions and memories somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone is in there and distract them if need be. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this episode because we're up just a hair past an hour here, but we will continue this in our next episode. So if you've enjoyed it, do me a big favor and hit that like button for me. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.